Hello all, welcome to another endgame study of the Solving Harder Studies to Improve Chess Calculation series. This chess composition, the smoking pipe, because the pieces resemble a smoking pipe with a bit of smoke with the bishop in the corner, was composed by the Russian chess composer Nicolai Kralin in 1977. It's a very fun one, so, as always, I suggest you watch the guide if you haven't. The main countdown will start 10 minutes, and then I'll start with you with the guided solution. And here we are. So we start with a smoking pipe, but we need to also find a way to win. And the best move on the beginning is to go with the queen b5 check. And when the king forced to go to a4, then we force the exchange of the queen. So this is the starting of the solution. Very, I think, easy to reach. Notice that if you go directly to exchange queens, this doesn't work because when you are going to trade the queens, you are not using the extra checking by the pawn taking on b6, and so here it's black. It's on the win now. It can decimate all our pawns, and then the bishop and knight are enough for a win for black. So this would be a big blunder. So let's go for the main move. Check the king. The king goes to a7. We already saw this. And now another minute for you to decide, of course, which pawn is the one to go from here. See you after this minute. And the correct pawn to take the queen is the c pawn. Let's see what happens if we go with the a pawn. Well, at least you are going to find the draw very easy for black because of course the king moves away. Now what can we do with white? We have a lot of pawns, but they are all protected, and notice that bishop c6 is going to come to the table very fast. So probably you are going, I'm just going to show you one path that leads to a draw. You are going to be forced to play b7 to avoid bishop coming to c6, so the bishop just sacrifice, and now you can play checkers with black. First check the king, then the king attacks the knight, then you grab the second pawn, and of course b7 pawn is already controlled and will fall next, and then the other one it's just gonna be a draw from here. So taking with the wrong pawn leads just to a draw. So let's go with the main line. We check the king. Of course here the king can't go to b8 because this is just an easy win for white. Let's say now the knight sacrifices, but now we can promote to the queen. The king only has one move, check, another only move, and then checkmate. So very easy, very easy. If the king goes to b8, the story of the end game would be very short. So here it's simple. We are going to have to think another minute and then coming down for you to tell me what is the next move for white. And yes, we want to promote a pawn, but don't forget, we still have to deal with bishop coming to c6. Going b7, we already saw this one in the previous variation. The bishop sacrifice, and then the king can come, or just play checkers with a knight and then control all the pawns, and so we have a draw. And so over here we need to go ahead and promote the deep pawn. But if we promote it to a queen, this would be also a mistake, because the bishop first can check our king, and after the king moves, we just grab the queen, and now it's black who is going to win. Although white still has 3 pawns, black has enough material to win them all and then the game. So the correct promotion over here is to go with the pawn, but with a knight. Well, forcing the enemy knight to take it out, because the c6 square is not available for the bishop checking our king anymore, and so of course black accepts and takes the knight. From here we just advance the pawn, forcing the knight to move. The knight has many options, but let's say, for example, if it goes to e6, for example, we just promote to the queen check. We have a queen, and then we take the knight. If the knight comes, for example, to c6, is not enough, because we can simply go with the queen, and we even if the bishop protects, it's just a matter of maneuvering, and we are going to win this one. And so the knight goes to b7. And last one, so another minute, and then I resume with the final part of the solution. We are almost finishing. Of course, I hope you haven't promoted the pawn to the queen, because it's a draw by stalemate. Notice that all black pieces are blocked. The king also can't move anywhere, and it's not check, so it's a stalemate draw. Here black is the only one having all the fun. So, but we can avoid it simply. I think you have found this one. You just promote to a rook. Double exclamation mark. It's the brilliant way to finish. Now there's nothing black can do. Let's say the knight goes to d6. We just grab the bishop. There are other ways, but this is the easiest one, and then we just use the pawns to finish the game. If the knight goes to c5, check is not different. We can take it directly, and so maybe the knight can go to c5. The end game study ends with rook taking in a8, but of course, if the king moves to the side, we just grab another piece. We have the rook, even we have another pawn. So it's a very easy win from here. So from the smoking pipe. Notice that over here we place the mouse on this side. Then there's the tube of the smoking pipe, and then the tobacco goes over in a6, and then the smoke it's already in a8. Hope you have enjoyed this one. Have some fun, and I see you again with future ones. Bye bye.